Shalom, shalom. Oh my God, praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kwakadash. Don't want to the pause on Il's Great Millstone. Shalom to a full Got a quick videos I want to play for you brothers. Then we'll get straight into some scriptures.
The Bronx is a wild place. It's the borough with the most crime and is well known for gang activity. The Bronx drill sound is on the rise and is fueling the deadly war between three gangs, the OGs, the YGs, and Sevside. Let's get straight into this crazy beef. Brooklyn was getting attention for its drill scene, but the Bronx is coming with a whole new sound that's starting to make waves. K-Flock is one of the hottest rappers from the Bronx right now, racking up millions of plays on songs like Being Honest and PSA. Bronx drill may have the same bass lines and hard flow as Brooklyn and UK drill, but it has its own unique sound that's influenced by classic New York hip-hop. Most of the beats have classic samples laced in with distorted 808s that gives the music a different vibe than drill from other areas. K-Flock has been riding the wave with his new sound and has been building a buzz over the past few months. But his come up ain't just been all success. He also suffers from the pain and loss that comes with the street life, losing many friends to gun violence. K-Flock hopped off the curb at a young age and was on the block at like 12 years old. He started rapping because of his homie Dougie B, who's also a rapper and has been featured on multiple tracks. K-Flock's first official track was a remix of the 22G song Blicky Gang Freestyle, which he titled FTO. 22Gs then gave K-Flock a shout out in a recent interview showing love to the Bronx drill movement. In August 2021, he remixed Siggy Black's song Dishonest and called it Being Honest. That track quickly racked up millions of views and earned him a feature from G Herbo. There's also rumors that he recently signed a 7-figure deal and he's in a good position to take over the Bronx rap scene. But behind all of K-Flock's success is a deadly war that involves his own family members. He's from a blood set around East 187th Street in a hood known as Sevside. Sevside is made up of Mac Baller Brims and Sex Money Murder, and they cool with the Rollin' 80s Crips. Sevside beefs with other gangs in the area, including the OGs, or Original Goons, and the YGs, or Young Gunners. At first, these two was the same gang and controlled a few different projects around Cortlandt Ave, not far from Sevside. But one of the founders of the YGs crossed over another top member, so the dudes in his hood split off to form the OGs. Today, the YGs are one of the most hated gangs in the Bronx, and they beef with almost everyone. One of the YG's main rappers, named D-Thang, is K-Flock's blood cousin. The two rappers have been dissing each other back and forth. D-Thang shocked the whole hood by dropping a Chicago-style drill track called Talking Facts, where he disrespects dead ops from damn near every gang the YGs beef with. But the beef ain't start with rap. It began with multiple murders, followed by threats in music and on social media. In July 2021, a 19-year-old rapper who went by the name Ty Swish was shot in the head in the lobby of his apartment building. He ran outside after getting shot, but had been hit in the eye and quickly collapsed. A family friend and her 2 kids found him unconscious outside the building. He was rushed to the hospital, but he was dead at the scene. Witnesses say the gunman fled in a dark-colored 4-door sedan, but was never identified. Friends and neighbors said Ty Swish was a good kid who never got in trouble, but he was allegedly from Sex Money Murder, and they would quickly even the score for his death. A few days later, 13-year-old Jarian Elliott was chased down and killed outside the Angels Cafe in the Belmont neighborhood of the Bronx. Jarian just graduated from junior high and was turning 14 later that month. But even though he was young, he already claimed to be from the Rollin' 80s Crips. He had already got arrested 8 times for robbery and assault and spent time in juvie. A friend of Jarian's said the Crips put him on when he was 10 years old and that she tried to warn him about the lifestyle, but he ain't listen. The murder was captured on surveillance footage and showed Jarian walking down the street with a friend. A black sedan is seen driving up alongside him, then coming to a stop. A masked shooter then hops out and shoots at both of them. His friend ran away, but Jarian falls and then crawls into a local cafe. He got shot in the legs and the chest and was rushed to the hospital, but later pronounced dead. Police think Jarian's death was payback for killing Ty Swish. They don't know if he was the killer, but they believe he was there at the time of the murder. Just a few hours after Jarian got chipped, the ops got their revenge and a 16-year-old got killed, and police think it was a payback hit. On Sunday, July 11th, a 16-year-old rapper named Rod G's was shot while getting into an Uber. Rod G's was from the 800 YGs, and the shooting is believed to be retaliation for the murder of Jarian Elliott. Rod G supposedly made fun of Jarian's death on social media right after it happened, and the get back was immediate. He was on his way to the studio when 2 men on scooters pulled up and started dumping shots into his Uber. The whole thing was captured on the driver's dash cam and quickly went viral on social media. The rapper got shot once before, but survived. His mom said he was trying to turn his life around and was focusing on his music career, but he didn't get that chance and instead became another casualty in this deadly war. But the case is still active and they both minors, so there ain't too much public info available. With so many deaths on all sides, the beef between the YGs, OGs, and Sev's side was really heating up. On August 16th, K Flock dropped the track Is You Ready, where he disses multiple rival rappers, including his own cousin, D-Thang. In the first verse, he says, "Boy, ask my ops, it could get ugly. I could do shh like Ice did Sonny." This is referring to the classic film Paid in Full. In the movie, Mitch, one of the main characters played by Mekhi Phifer, has a younger brother who gets kidnapped for ransom. Mitch tries to get the money, but he gets killed by Rico, played by Cameron, who steals the drugs to pay Sonny's ransom. Sonny gets killed as a result, and come to find out, he was set up by his own uncle, Ice, who was mad at Mitch for kicking him out of the house. So in this bar, K Flock sends a shot directly to his own cousin, D-Thang, and lets him know he's not above setting him up. The song was big in New York and even got played on Hot 97, so you can probably guess how the ops felt about this. D-Thang quickly hopped on social media and gave his thoughts on the bar, saying, "Can't wait to see Auntie now." A few weeks later, another Rollin' 80s member who was affiliated with K Flock got murdered broad day. The victim was 16-year-old rapper Nas Rolla. He was killed after two men hopped out of a Honda Accord and popped him in the head and chest in Sevside's hood. Police said that Nas Rolla had a long criminal history and got arrested 18 times already, including 10 felonies dating back to May 2017. He was recently arrested for gun possession and was fighting 3 other open gun cases. After his death, D-Thang would hop on Instagram and sneak diss Nas Rolla, who was his cousin K Flock's right-hand man, suggesting he might have got set up. Right around the same time Nas Rolla was killed, D-Thang dropped Talk Facts, which is pretty much the Bronx version of Who I Smoke, where he disses all his ops, both alive and dead. On the track, he samples the song Somebody That I Used to Know by Gautier and throws a sub at a different op in almost every bar. Some disses include Dougie got shot, but he's still in recovery, sending shots at K Flock's homie, Dougie B. He also says, "Come on, CJ, you see me when I ain't see you. You ain't even make a move. So how the when you see me, you gon' shoot." In this bar, he takes shots at another rival rapper from Cortland who dissed D-Thang on the track Kidnap Who after D-Thang said he was gonna kidnap Booba Savage, who was also featured on the track. Later he raps, "Jiggy Man, aka Shot Ek, dumbass got hit. That's word on my mother, they never do shit." Here, he's talking about a rapper named Shot Ek, who's from the OGs and known to go by the name Jiggy Man. So, it looks like Bronx drill is following the same pattern as Chicago and the UK. Rappers diss each other in songs, then follow it up with real violence. What's really crazy is that a lot of them are under 18 and still in high school, so really, they don't fully understand the consequences that come with the lifestyle they live in. Hopefully, they're paying attention to how hot it's getting in O-Block and they cool it down before it's too late. But with so many lives lost on both sides, it's hard to see an end in sight.
K-Ox, as you can see, these people have been, it's like it being very wicked. Why they being wicked? See what the scripture had to say. Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, so I could pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord, thy power, Yahweh, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. So, right, this is why the curses are on us now, because we didn't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So, right, that's why you're seeing a lot of stuff like this, because our people are cursed. That's why you see our people living in projects, our people locked up, not working a good job, people out here suffering daily, because we have the curses on us. I'm going to get another scripture. Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So, right, this explains the killing Israel does each other. It's like it. All the killing they do, and dissing each other, like say they're smoking dead ox. You're not supposed to be smoking in the first place, because that's witchcraft. Got another scripture I want to get. Proverbs 29:26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment comes from the Lord. So right, the Most High has his hand in all this. He controls everything. So these people are being wicked, so the Lord is bringing his judgment on them. Got another scripture I want to get for you brothers. Titus 3:3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving divers lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. So right, this is what we're living in now. In these last times, we're seeing all this wickedness. And I want to get that word malice for you ox and sisters watching. Malice, the intention or desire to do evil. So right, that's what the Lord talking about. Us doing evil to one another. And I want to get this other scripture. Matthew 5:43. You shall have heard that it had been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. So right, we're supposed to love each other. Talking about Israel here. And hate thy enemy. Who's the enemy? Esau and these other nations. So Akim, this wraps up this lesson. May God praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash, to answer the apostle Ellsbury Millstone, the man I learned the truth from. And once I saw one to let Lord willing, this lesson was edifying.